When a man and a woman tolerate each other enough to join in the ring, yeah, I'm not too thrilled about it. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling blog who always tells it like it is. The first ever so-called mixed tag team match I remember seeing was not with a man and a woman competing against another couple as we know the term today. Now it was way back at WrestleMania 3 when Hillbilly Jim and King Kong Bundy were in a 6-person match and the other 4 people were, well, to use the terminology they used back then, they were midgets, little people, vertically challenged if you will. The rules were like any other mixed event. Little person versus little person, and should one of them tag in a big guy, the other big guy automatically comes in. And it ended when Bundy slammed one of the little people, who, by the way, ran in to stop Bundy from beating up Jim, and dropped an elbow on him. But you see, this seemed fine for some reason because, well, they were all men. No one who defended the rights of little people really had anything to say about what happened at the end. We didn't hear any groups rise up and boycott the WWE for the mistreatment of midgets. But you just have to wonder, what would be said if one of each team was a female little person? And what if Bundy dropped the elbow on her? Wouldn't the women's rights groups be having a field day, and not just because it was the first WrestleMania without a female wrestling match? So we gotta ask, what makes the current definition of mixed tag match any different? Back when Tessa Blanchard became TNA Impact World Champion, I had the same feeling about men facing off against women in the squared circle. And when Andy Kaufman was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, I was very much against it because all Kaufman fought were women. Hilariously true, but the point still stands. Hell, I wasn't too cool with Chyna becoming Intercontinental Champion or women like her and Nia Jax entering the men's Royal Rumble. Look, I'm not saying the WWE women can't take care of themselves. It's people like Chyna and Jax who prove some of them can hang with the best of the men. But the point is, they shouldn't have to. That's why women's divisions are made in every wrestling promotion today, because a man attacking a woman would look, well, abusive at best. And a woman attacking a man when chivalry states that they can't fight back? That's just unfair. And it's not just the whole looking like domestic abuse angle. One mainstay about tag team wrestling, whether men's or women's, is that there are times when all competitors get involved at the same time, and not just one person from one team against one person from the other. There are numerous tag teams who have a finisher where both partners get involved, destroying one of the other team. How can we really call it tag team wrestling if a woman is not supposed to attack the man, or vice versa? And yet, here we are with 2 Canadians and singles secondary belt holders, Ethan Page and Chelsea Green, barging into AAA and taking their mixed tag team championships away from them. And here we are with Joe Hendry and Thea Hale going after said titles at Gold Rush. Actually, here we are with them, there actually being a mixed tag team championship. Again, I'm not against having men and women in the same stable like the Judgment Day or the Calling In. It's good that women can now go after versions of all the men's titles available, but putting men and women together as tag teams is a disaster waiting to happen. Sooner or later, they'll have a man do something as relatively tame as slap a woman on the other team, and the women in this country will be up in arms. My advice, Give AAA their titles back and let them keep them. How the Latino community feel about something like that is not something I want to even try to delve into, okay? Leave the abuse of women to women and of men to men. At least in the wrestling ring. Don't abuse anybody anywhere else. I'm Chris Wall with the Wrestling Blog, who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace. And I'll see ya.